Game changer. The destructive destroyer of everything. KEMPER killer. This thing kills everything. In fact, once it's done killing everything, it brings it all back to life, only to kill it all again. World dominating dominator that totally dominates. This will conquer all. Killer of giants. Total domination. The search is over. This little guy packs a huge punch. In fact, it'll dominate all decimating dominators out there. It'll kill and destroy everything. The only pedal board you'll ever need. It has everything. Throwing my back out right now, oh my God. Game changing, game changer. This has it all.
And it's super small too. It'll fit my fanny pack. Oh my God.
Welcome to Tone Heaven. Endless possibilities. What are you gonna do, brother, when 1,000 gigabytes of processing run wild over you?
Well, we've all seen the hyperbolic statements, whether it's on YouTube or in Facebook groups or some of the thumbnails in some of the YouTube videos. In fact, some of those thumbnails I brought to life in that intro there, so I hope you enjoyed that. But, you know, the thing is we're all looking for what we would consider the best modeler or the best profiler or whatever for our digital platforms. And we have this thing where we're just wanting to find the next best thing all the time, and a lot of us fall for the hype that's associated with some of the videos or some of the hyperbolic statements that are in you know, some of the groups on Facebook or whatever. And we have this FOMO thing, you know, where, oh my God, this thing does it a little bit better than the one that I already have. Oh, I got to go get that now. And we're constantly jumping from group to group, from platform to platform, from product to product, and hoping that someday we're going to find the holy grail of guitar tones on one of those digital platforms. Well, the truth is all of them sound really freaking good now. So I think whatever you have right now is going to be just fine. You don't have to buy the next best thing or the next thing that comes out every time it comes out because you're afraid you're missing out on some amazing tones that you can't get out of yours. But really, it's all in your head. And a lot of that stuff's been placed in your head by a lot of the videos that you've seen or some of the dumb statements that you've seen in the groups on Facebook. I mean, you've seen the videos with the tier lists and this versus that and that versus this, and we're going to shoot these two out and see who profiles better and all that. Now, I've done a lot of those shootouts myself, and a lot of it's just to see if it's at least as good as the product that's been out for a while or one of the heavy hitters that everybody's been relying on. And we just want to know if something does stack up. But honestly, I think everything profiles about the same now when it comes to that, and all the modelers are about the same now. And honestly, it just comes down to nuance between all of the products, whether it's modelers or products that do capturing or profiling. You know, I mean, it's just these little nuances that are different. I mean, one might capture a little more of the top end than the other, and stuff like that, but for the most part, they nail it. I mean, they're all really freaking good now. And in a full mix or in a band setting or a live setting, band practice or whatever, none of that stuff's really going to stand out enough for you to really have a discerning difference between any of these products. Now, I know a lot of us play guitar by ourselves most of the time. You know, we're not always in a band setting, but it doesn't matter because these all sound good whether you're, you know, playing in the room by yourself or with a band. There's very little difference between them. And I mean, if it sounds good, it is good, right? I mean, if you really like what you're playing through, who cares what the new product has or what people are bragging about on the new product, unless it has a feature or something that you desire that your product doesn't have, then I would see why you'd probably want to migrate over to that new product. But again, I think most of them sound really good now, and there's very little differences between them. So in this next segment, I'm going to play 3 of these products for you in a full mix, and I'm going to do some riffs with them as well outside of a mix so that you can hear what these sound like. I'm going to be playing through the Line 6 HX Stomp, and the Fender ToneMaster Pro, and the new dime head NAMM player. Now all of these have one of my IRs in it for my new IR pack, which is linked below. I know, shameless plug, but hey, you know, I think this pack came out really freaking good, and I think you would like these a lot. So I used the Mesa 212 with vintage 30s, and the mics are the Royer 121 and the SM57 paired together in both the dime head and in the Line 6 HX Stomp. Now in the Fender ToneMaster Pro, I actually used two IRs. I blended the Mesa 212 with the Zilla DB77, and I think those came out really good together as well. It gives you that really nice thick sound. But I'm not trying to compare these, you know, apples to apples. I'm just showing you that with the right impulse responses and the right ways of dialing these in and not overthinking everything, you can get really good usable sounds out of any one of these products. So let's check out those riffs and mixes now. So as you heard, all of these products sounded really good, you know, whether they were in the mix or just riffs outside of the mix. I mean, they all sounded amazing, and the feel was really good on all of them as well. Now, did they all sound exactly the same? No, because I used different amp models or amp captures in each one, because again, I'm not doing an A to B comparison here. I'm just showing you that you can get a great tone out of any one of these products now. I mean, the Line 6 stuff has been out for almost a decade now, and it still keeps up with these other products. I mean, the Dime Head player just came out a couple months ago, and the Fender ToneMaster Pro just came out this year. So they all sound really good. I don't hear a huge difference between any of these products at all, and like I said earlier, I could take any one of these products on stage with me right now and be 100% happy with the results that I'm getting out of them. And I can guarantee you this, your audience wouldn't know the difference, nor would they care. They just want to come to a good show, and as long as you sound good, that's all they care about. Now, getting back to all the hyperbolic statements and the crazy thumbnails and all the stuff that we've seen on social media about these products, I mean, look, I don't have a problem with people doing tier lists or comparisons and stuff like that, because like I said, I've done the comparisons myself, but again, I do it, and I think most of the other guys do it, just to see how the new product stacks up against a tried and true product. And most of the time, it does. Now, as far as the tier lists are concerned, I do value those, and I think they're necessary because a lot of us just want to see what other people think about these products and how they stack up in their world. But the thing that you got to keep in mind is this is their opinion, and they have different priorities than you do, and they might like a feature about it that you don't like, or vice versa, and they're just picking what works best for them. So make sure that you keep that in mind when you're watching all these videos about this stuff. Just because something works really well for somebody else doesn't mean it's always going to work for you. I mean, it's pretty much the same as somebody picking out their favorite ice cream flavor or their favorite pizza or whatever. Like, well, I think this is better than this, but you might think opposite of what they think. I mean, and that's okay. There's no right or wrong answers here. So just make sure that you pick the product that aligns with your priorities and what you're looking for in your guitar tone and your effects and workflow, interface, and all that kind of stuff as well. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's got to use it, you're the one that's got to play it, you're the one that's got to dial everything in, and you have to just pick things that fit within those priorities for you. So basically, let's just say sonically they're all the same, because I think they kind of are. They're very close. So let's just put that all aside. So now what you should keep in mind for picking out the right digital platform for you is just, you want to pick something that obviously you can afford, and something that has the interface that you want to interact with. I mean, if it's easy for you to use, whether it's a touch screen or if you're using the knobs, you know, all that kind of stuff. You want to keep all that stuff in mind. You want something that's easy for you to operate and dial in so that you're not pulling your hair out trying to figure it out. And something that's portable enough, it fits in your gig bag if that's what your requirements are. And the other thing you want to look for and prioritize is the effects. What kind of effects does it have? How many do they have? How many do you need? Do you really need all that stuff? Or is it just all extra stuff, which I think most of them have? But as long as it has what you're looking for regarding effects and the quality of those effects are there, then go ahead and buy it. Because again, I think the tones are going to be very similar. So to sum up, I think that all of these videos that are done with these products in comparison are necessary, but just keep all that stuff in mind. Don't just go with YouTuber's opinion about brand X or Y, or why he likes it better or whatever. The most important thing to keep in mind is, what do you like and what do you look for in a product, and does that product meet all of those needs? Well, I hope this video helped you guys out that are probably suffering from a little bit of FOMO or wondering which one is the best product out there for you. Chances are you already have something that works really well for you, and you need to stop looking for other things and looking over the fence to see what this guy's got compared to what you have, and just enjoy the product that you have, and just get good impulse responses. Use common sense when dialing things in, and don't overthink it, don't over dial in. Just spend about 10 minutes on your guitar tone, and anything beyond that is just pretty much diminished returns in my experience. I've been doing this a long time, and I can tell you, if I got to spend more than 10 minutes dialing in a guitar tone, then it's just going to get worse and worse and worse as I go. And chances are that 10 minutes that I gave myself is plenty of time to get a good guitar tone. And then just put your effects there, save it, and then just start practicing, start playing, start performing, start writing, and just enjoy the product. Well, I hope this video has helped you guys out and you got something out of it. I mean, I definitely learned a lot by doing this video just for myself, because like I said, I didn't know what to expect at first, you know, dialing in these three and putting them up against each other in this video, and I got great results out of all three of them. And all I did was just drop in some IRs and just fine-tune a few things, and these things sound freaking incredible. Like I said, I would take any one of these products that I had in the intro of the video and the ones that I played in this video, and I would go on stage in the studio, band practice, personal practice time or whatever, and be 100% happy with what I'm experiencing. So let me ask you something. What product do you have right now? How many times have you switched different products and possibly ended up back to where you started? Or did you make a switch and you're happy with that switch? And what about that switch made you happy about your new product? I'm looking forward to seeing your comments in the comments section below. And again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And to all my Patreon supporters and subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. And to everyone who's been purchasing the new IR pack, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. And thanks to everyone who's been purchasing my Quad Cortex, TONEX, and KEMPER profiles and preset packs as well. I really appreciate you guys. If you're new to the channel and you like what I do here, feel free to subscribe and click the bell so that you don't miss upcoming episodes or live streams. I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.